Wow, it's huge bintang.
Wow.
Whoa, it's huge bintang. Wow, I wish I can buy this huge bintang for my husband and he's gonna love me so much.
Dan semua perempuan cari aku. Mungkin saya nggak mau minum bir lagi ya. Alright, we're gonna try a few beers by Stark Brewery, microbrewed right here on the island of Bali, Indonesia. So on the docket, we've got an Indonesian Pale Ale, a low carb lager, a dark wheat, and a lychee flavored beer. And of course, we'll compare those to the old standby, Bintang. Alright, let's get this show on the road and start off with the lychee and the dark beer, and of course, a cold Bintang. Alright, now it's time to test the beer. So let's see, I think I'll start with the lychee first. Never really had lychee. If you don't know what that is, it's a fruit that you find here in the tropics. I like it, it's pretty good. I'm not sure how to describe it. It has a nice sweet flavor, but it's kind of got a hard little seed in the middle. It's like rambutan, but yeah, you might not know what rambutan is either. Anyway, I don't normally drink my beers from the glass. It takes longer to pour it in the glass than it does to drink it, but for this one I wanted to see the color. So this one looks pretty light. It looks a little bit like a lager. It smells nice. I don't normally smell my beer either, but because I never had lychee, I wanted to smell it. It smells really sweet, and let's try. That's good. I don't usually like flavored beers, but that one's good. I would drink that. It would be good for like a hot day at the beach. I think I'll try the wheat beer next because I already know what Bintang tastes like. I've had a few of those already. So this one, dark wheat, reminds me of some of the beers I used to brew when I was back home in the States, and it looks a little bit like a porter, not quite a stout, but it's kind of a wheat flavor, wheat style. It smells a little bit different, a little bit like malty, a little bit more like an amber type beer. But let's try it. That's good. I really like the heavier beers. I like dark beers. And we'll try the Bintang. By the way, all these beers are made here in Bali. That's why I wanted to try it. Stark, you can see at the top of the bottle it says made in Bali. So all these flavors are made right here on the island. Bintang, of course, is sort of the national beer of Indonesia. It's made everywhere in Indonesia. So let's try that. I do like Bintang. It's just your regular sort of lager. Really good when it's served ice cold on the beach. I guess now I gotta finish them all. All right, as you can see, I've had a couple of the beers. They're pretty tasty. It's a good day. I think I could do this for a living. If anyone has a job as a beer taster, let me know. I give them all a good rating. I think the only problem is kapan saya minum bir di Indonesia, lupa saya bule. Saya pikir mungkin saya sudah orang Indonesia, sangat ganteng, sangat lucu. Semua perempuan cari aku. Maybe I shouldn't drink Indonesian beers anymore. Next up is the low carb lager, the Indonesian Pale Ale, and of course, the old standby, Bintang. Okay, we're back here at the bamboo table and bamboo bench to try a couple more beers. Today we've got LC Lager made by Stark. We also have another Stark beer, an IPA. It actually says an Indonesian Pale Ale, so that's kind of cool. Not your normal India Pale Ale. So both of these Starks are made in Bali, and of course the staple Bintang. So I'm gonna give these a try. Let's pour them out into a glass and see what the color is like. So this one is the lager. try the IPA. Ah, it looks pretty close, pretty similar. And then of course Bintang. Ah, it looks like the IPA is a little bit darker than the lager. And then Bintang looks like the lightest of the bunch. Alright, so I'm going to give them a try. Like I said, these Stark beers are made here in Bali. They're the microbrews. I think it's the only microbrew made in Bali. Might be one of the few, if not the only microbrew in Indonesia. I haven't seen many others. I've seen Bali High, I've seen Prost, I've seen Heineken, Bintang, Kuda Putih, and I think that's about it. So let's give these a try. Let's start with the lager. Nice smell. Doesn't really have any distinct smells, but I'll give it a shot. That's good. Nice and cold. IPA. Interesting. Smells a little more. I thought it was going to be a little bit more hoppy, but it's actually a little bit more malty. So we'll try it. Ah, it's nice. It's a little bit more deep, a little bit more chocolatey, which I'm kind of surprised by a pale ale. I thought it was going to be a bit more crisp and a bit more hoppy. And of course Bintang, which I think most people know if you've been to Bali or Indonesia. The lightest of them all. I have to say I'm a fan of the IPA. I do like India Pale Ales. They're usually my favorite style, especially the really hoppy ones. But these are not bad. I like them all. So I think the next part of the job is I've got to finish them off. Hopefully we'll find some more bargains and some more beers and we'll give them a try and we'll let you know here on Wee-Wick's Kitchen. Okay, if you like your beer and if you're serious about your beers, I can say all the Stark beers are pretty good. I really enjoyed them and I can recommend them. Of course, they're a bit harder to find. I think I mostly find them in Papitos, Coco Mart, more like the expat areas. And then you can always find Bintang and a couple of new ones, Singaraja and Prost, and then Bali High, and of course Guinness and Heineken, I do believe. Those are the most common that you can find almost anywhere. Let us know if you enjoyed that. And if you'd like to know more about beers in Indonesia, please make a comment below. And I hope we see you again next time here on Wee-Wick's Kitchen.